Alright, first of all, I'm going to say, all praise to Yahweh Hashem El Shai, double honor to the apostles at GreatMillStone. All praise to Yahweh Hashem El Shai, Basham Rakak Dash. Yeah, man, this is just a, quick video, quick impromptu, walking, GMS walk and talk, as we got from the apostles, the walk and talk spirit. But I'm just gonna see whatever comes to the mind, man. But decided to throw the camera on because just fucking, you just think about, you meditate on certain things, man. There's so many different topics you can talk about. You can talk about prophecies, history, the Hebrew, the chip, the laws, the Beatitudes, but one thing I'm going to say here now, the first thing I'm going to say here now, so to start something off, is about having faith, mate. And I'm going to say, faith is important, man. Hebrews 11:1, and I ain't got the scriptures on me now, so I can't look it up. But I'm going to talk about that here. I'm going to talk about having faith. I'm going to talk about, pretty much, man, we're waiting for Yahweh Shai to come and get us the fuck out of this predicament that we're in, mate. That's what we're waiting for. We're waiting to get beamed up, Scotty. And Wisdom of Solomon 5:1 is a beautiful, beautiful scripture, man. It's an absolutely beautiful scripture. And all the scriptures are beautiful. Everyone's got their little favourite verses, but, what can I say, man? I mean, this place is going to get destroyed, and our main mission is to do the work. You see the videos, the apostles are always pushing it out there to make sure that you're doing the work. That's what our job is to do, is to push these shows, and to do the work, mate. So I'm just talking a bit on that. I'm just a bit of random thoughts here, bit of a walk and talk. But anyway, and the reason why I'm talking about faith as well, it comes to mind because about distractions, and this is what I was thinking about, is distractions. When you're in the world, mate, you might be, let's talk about one of the main distractions for a fucking nigga: entertainment. Women and entertainment. Actually, I might have put women in front of entertainment, but I don't know. I'm not the, but one thing I can say, entertainment, you sure put a whole lot of fucking money into entertainment, mate. You put so much fucking money into entertainment that you got these big stadiums, you got these fucking, you got these old, you got the stadiums, you got the Olympics, and that's to distract people from the fact that they're actually corporate wage and debt slaves, mate. That's exactly what that's about. That's exactly what that's for, to distract the public so they don't know who they are. It's funny because you got this little theme park thing going on here, and it's just on the grass. It's not popping caravans and all the old theme things, but it's just a general day up in town anyway. But that's what they do. That's what they do. It's all part of Esau's agenda, the deception, to keep Jake asleep. What is he trying to keep you asleep from? He's trying to keep you asleep from the fact that you're an Israelite, man, from one of the tribes. Whether it be Judah, Ephraim, Gad, Asher, Reuben, any of these tribes, he doesn't want you to know that that's what you're part of, man, that you're part of these tribes. That's what he doesn't want you to know, mate. And that's why the scripture says that they stood upon their feet. Because how do we still stand upon our feet? Because we've got the breath. The scriptures talks about the breath, mate. And the breath is what? The breath is this knowledge. We've got this knowledge, which is the breath. So, The scripture talks about putting your light on the table. You know what that means? That means that you don't hide the fact that you got this knowledge. You don't fucking hide it. You publish it. You know, and like I said, this is a bit of random thoughts. This ain't like, you know, this is not low intense, you know, lesson today or nothing. It's just in the spirit, man. I'm just gonna go off whatever comes to the head. I'm just walking. You know, and you know, one thing I like to talk about on my channel is the end times and the mark of the beast and all. And the reason why I like to do that, the reason why I like to fucking do that, you know why I like to do that, mate? Is because we know that we're in the end times and Esau's gonna push that fucking RFID. That's why I like to push it. That's why we like to, you know what, I said that, man, I gotta reword that again. That's why we like to publish the truth, because the scripture says cry aloud and spare not. There's many scriptures on that about pushing it and not fucking like having a like half-ass mentality when it comes to doing these videos. Now, if you don't do the videos, what's going to happen? You're going to end up getting rebuked, mate. You know, that's what's going to happen. You're going to end up getting your ass rebuked. You know, there's going to be something that's going to happen, and people are going to see that you're not on this, and then you're going to get rebuked, bro. It's as simple as that. Simple as and as plain as that can get. That's how that goes, hey, you know. So, you know, I mean, the thoughts might be all over the place. I'll have to agree, but you know, it's just a bit of a walking talk. You know, I don't do them too much often, the walking talks, but I'll do them now and then whenever, whenever the spirit hits, man. But you got to harness what you got, mate. You gotta harness what you got. You gotta work on it, because, you know, it depends. Like, look at it like this. If you're a fucking basketballer, because I know the Jakes up in America, they love the basketball. If you're a basketballer, if you're a hockey player, you're a football player, you're a rugby player, American football player, wherever you are, mate, you know, you gotta remember that when you get into those fields, you put everything into it. Everything that you've got, you put into that. You put 100% into it, and you don't even, like, I'm not putting it, man, like, you'll like, you know, hey, let me just quote the scriptures, man. I usually like to quote a lot of scriptures. 1 Corinthians, it says that we run in a race. 1 Corinthians 9, I think, in 27. And it says, they run a race to get an incorruptible crown. Sorry, Salak, a corruptible crown, but also incorruptible. Those corruptible crowns can mean anything. Anything of this world. That's why the scripture says, love not the world and the things that are in. You got these people that box and they want to get the WBC belt. The WBC belt, mate, and the WBO and the WBA. You know, what the fuck does that fucking shit mean? Don't mean nothing. Oh, I got the belt. Yeah, I'm showing off the belt. You know, it's just a fucking belt. When you check it out, mate, that's all it is. All it is just a fucking belt. You know? All that shit is there, but it's just a fucking belt. I'll take a circle back around. Because I'm at the end of the park. So, the uncorruptible crown is Yahweh Shai is already sitting on the thrones getting the crown. And Lord willing this, I never drag this out too much and I never plastered around. That's why it's always better to have the scriptures in front of you, but just sometimes, man, you know, you gotta just throw things up there just to get something out there and make sure that it's edifying. You know, make sure that it's in the spirit, man. You know, so much things you can talk about as well. You know, and I noticed the spirit of the agents is coming up, and I noticed that you got these weirdos coming up to camps, and you know what, the Lord's gonna destroy you fucking demons, mate. I'm telling you, trust me. You know, because that's just fucking ridiculous, mate. Some of you lads, some of the things that you're doing, you're gonna get fucking destroyed, mate. You think this is a joke? I'm telling you. But anyway, you know, it was a little bit of a walk and talk, yeah. You know, what can I say? What can I say, man? You know, just thinking about a few things, but I'll tell you this as well. This RFID mark of the beast, man. Just look at the news, bruv. The transhumanism whole aspect, the whole aspect of the implantables and all that. That's what they're pushing. They already put the people are chipped. Look at Sweden. Every fucking just put in a microchip. You got articles coming out about people chipped. People are chipped, mate, and you're sitting there fooling yourself, talking about, oh no one ain't chipped. No one ain't chipped. Well, what are they then? If you got people over there in Sweden chipped, then what the fuck? If they ain't chipped, if they're not chipped, then what are they? But what are they? That's what I want to know. You got like, was about 3K people over there chipped, using amenities, government amenities with the RFID, and you're sitting there talking shit. You're talking shit, man. A lot of y'all are talking shit. Anyway, with that one, I'm gonna close this one out. Probably do another one. Go in the spirit. With that, I say shalom to the Akhir, man. Keep it burning. This is a laid back walk and talk, casual, so ain't that intense, and you know, shalom, man.